Welcome back everyone to Missions 101, where today we'll run the final two missions in the third set of missions that we'll be doing, and they'll be given to us by Ozma. There is also a mission from Glowing, but that is the marked target, which we highlighted back in episode 6, since that's one of the storyline missions. If we ever have a case where we have extra time that needs to be filled, then perhaps we will check out Glowings. But today, if we have extra time, I'd like to show off some cosmetics. But first, let's take care of some missions with Ozma. I have a new mission for you, Pineleaf. My scouts have come back from the Glimmer Deep. They have found an old mine overrun with Dourhands. Those dwarves have no sense of honor and will cause nothing but trouble in the Grey Mountains. We must put a stop to their mining efforts. If the Dourhands have no mining equipment, then perhaps they will leave these mountains for good. Well, we can only hope. Dourhands have been found in the Glimmerdeep. Seek to mine what they can from its depths. Your mission is to destroy the Dourhand mining equipment in the Glimmerdeep. Their twist is raging. Now, I do see what the Dourhands do when they go into rage. There are some of them, I don't see anything obvious that looks like to go into a rage, but I could see that, yes, the Dourhands very definitely take an action to go into raging, and that must be why there's some inconsistency on if and when they go into a rage. But let's go and find out. Let's then halt the Dourhands. We need to destroy 8 mining carts and 12 tools. Now, that means that this one could be a long one because we know how long it took in the last episode, the first one, where we had to take care of all of those weapon racks, and so we had weapon racks plus I forgot what else we had to go through on there. I really didn't have to take out that Dourhand there since it was not in the way I need to go. I think I keep on seeing that when I keep on thinking I need to go after it, and it turns out that nope, I don't need to go after that Dourhand, but I wind up doing so anyway. I get a little bit anxious to do so, I guess. But you see, he points his weapon forward when they go into the rage. So that means there's a definite action that they do. So it is a buff that is activated. See, and you got the little, I was going to say halo, but halo is probably the wrong word to use with the Dourhand. This little aura that goes above their head, and when you see that, that means that they've gone into their rage. So it's a lot more obvious than it is with some other monsters when they do so. Anyway, I need to find carts, and I need to find tools. And I need to kill a great number of Dourhands, though I am not going to be getting any deed credit for these because I don't think that there is a Dourhand deed here, because I think all the Dourhands you run into, are there any Dourhands on the, I'm trying to think, are there any landscape Dourhands in this area? Because we got Angrim, I remember those, there are plenty of those. We've got Dragonkind all over the place. We've of course got orcs and goblins. But I can't remember if there are any Dourhands anywhere. It could be that there aren't any. And so of course if there aren't any, or if there are very, very few, then there might not be a deed for them. There you go. The idea here is to see if I can get all these barrels and deal with it. And boy, no, I don't need a major sprain right now. I definitely don't need a major sprain right now. Let's get the tools. There you go. Anything else around here? Probably not, it looks like. So I have to go and deal with all these. I've already quite a bit of time in. Yeah, so this looks like it's going to be another long one as in the last episode. So I have a feeling I'm not going to have time to show off the cosmetics. It'd been nice if the very short one that I had was the one where I got that last piece of rep that I needed in order to earn these items, so that I would have been able to get all those cosmetic items and show them off and the like, because I would have had plenty of time to do it in that episode. Now, the Glimmer Deep doesn't exactly help for doing things quickly, because at least that Steel Keep portion where we had that very long one yesterday, the Steel Keep had the advantage of, I know the layout of that particular section pretty well, having done that particular mission. It's very easy to remember its layout. Glimmer Deep, I don't think I'll ever completely remember Glimmer Deep and how it looks like. So that's a little bit of a problem. Maybe I should just try to take these two at a time, especially when I can have these excavators. That might be a good... Actually, that's a blaster, not an excavator, but that's close enough. But make sure you do the blaster first, since that's the one with the nasty things to hit you with. Or at least that's what the name blaster implies in there. Alright, let's take care of these minecarts. Actually, this one is a barrel, not a minecart, and I think this is one where there are quite a number of them upstairs. Yeah, there aren't any there, so I might as well not have to fight, especially consider that those are signatures, and the worst thing I do is go around attacking signatures that are completely optional when I'm already in one of the longer quests in the area. There you go. He tried to run off. How rude. He also tried to sprain me. Alright, there you go. Now it's your turn. At least I didn't go and trigger his rage before the other one was dead, because that's something to avoid. I don't want to be hit by two enraged Dourhands at the same time. I think one's enough at a time. There you go. Now, let's see what we've got here. Another barrel. Let's see how we're doing in this thing. We've got... Okay, destroy mining tools. I'm halfway done on each of these at the moment. I guess that's pretty good. And you see, we have glowy ones all over the place. Now, I don't know if we got any... Oh, actually, I missed one over there also. Okay, oh, this is an overseer. Maybe I should have bypassed this one. Because the overseers, as I said, are signatures, and so they can be a little bit of a pain, especially when they activate their rage. There you go. Now, next. That's 5. Let's see. Well, I could take care of the excavator at least. Barrel. There. So that means I have to go and find where the rest of them are at. Now, I know that there are a few more down and around. I'm trying to think, is there another platform around, or is this it? As I said, I tend to forget about the layout of the Glimmer Deep. I think I have forgotten how to do the Glimmer Deep more often than any other place. You gotta be kidding. I thought there was a... Yeah, there is a dwarf on the other side. I was wondering, how did he not notice me there? Alright, well, at least I can do some AoEs. And now it's your turn. Oh, this was an overseer. Ah, that's a little bit tougher. Well, don't worry. You can bleed too. And now he had that red mist that also goes over them, it looks like, when they're enraged. So that's another little clue that they went into that particular style. Let's see, we've got most of them done. Alright, so this one's done here. Ah, well, Blaster. Definitely getting the ambush on this one. There you go. And soon you are going to be done. I see, so that means I'll need one more cart after this. And that's my penultimate cart. And I still need a number of barrels. That's as opposed to a quest from, I think it was the previous episode, where I needed barrels. So a great deal of difference between a barrel and a barrel. Alright, there you go. And is this place I've already been up? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Well, I've been up here, looks like. Yeah, this is where I was just came from. But I forgot to come down to this section here. Ah! So probably good that I went a little off course there, because there are 2 barrels up here. I can just imagine how bad it would have been if I had to go all over the place looking for them, and I said, oh, hey, you know, you missed a pair up here? There you go. Now there is one here. I think I do this section a different way every single time I do this quest. There you go. Oh, come on. Somehow, just by 1 inch. Aha, maybe we waited until my back was turned. Aha, there is a sneaking hobbit there. As soon as she turns her back, we are going to attack. There you go. Now, let's head on down here. Let's see, there is a Dourhand there. So I need 1 cart, and I'm going to have to go through here, don't I? Well, it's Blaster. Just ambush and be off. I'm trying to see, where is the... At least get my critical strike in properly, rather than fiddling around for almost the end of the wake-up period before doing it. There you go. Now, I think there might still be... Aha! Yes, there is one right here. So we need... Oh! Yeah, there is... Actually, there's also an extra... Yeah, okay, yes, there is the... This is the 3rd platform. There you go. So there are a couple extra mining carts, obviously. Actually, let me go down this direction so I won't have to worry about fighting that one. This is almost as long already as the one that I said was very extra long down in the Steel Keep. Definitely not going to... Oh, come on! There you go. Now, you are going to go down. You are going to go down. And I'm going to still have 1 more barrel I need to find. Oh! And it's still not done. And what's worse is that at the end of this one, finding the entrance again to get the chest is a real pain. And mining tools are, of course, they're up there. There's another mission where you have to grab a... Well, they call it a sapper, but looks more like a... Think of it as a goblin grenade more than anything else. So you gotta grab this thing and grab those in order to destroy something in this place. I forgot that there were 2 potential barrels there, but this does show you that there is at least 1 extra of each, and I think I need to go this away. Yeah, right direction. The one place in this area that I do know about well is that place because of all those sappers that you have to collect in there. Alright, let's collect our mission reward. Great work! Let's get back, yeah. Not quite as long as the one in the Steel Keep, but almost. Well done! With the mining equipment destroyed, the Glimmerdeep is once again safe. We should look to resume our mining efforts there once all the Dourhands have vacated the mines. We can hope they do that quickly. And, oh no, I have a new mission for you, Pineleaf. Do you know of the Taurogrim? Yes, I do. They are fearsome wood trolls native to Mirkwood, or Arid Lasglen, as the elves have renamed it. My scouts have seen a band of orcs entering one of their lairs, Grozoth Gropor, in Mist Hollow. I fear this may be Gorgar sending emissaries to rouse the Taurogrim to war. We must not allow this to happen. I task you with entering Grozoth Gropor and defeating the Taurogrim that you find there. Alright, fine, let's go. And what's the twist this time? Reinforcement! Oh, the last thing I need in this one are reinforcements. The wood trolls known as the Taurogrim still haunt much of Arid Lasglen. If the Gorgar rouses them to battle, they will pose a great threat. So let's go after them. The Taurogrim Alliance. So let's break up this alliance. Actually, I don't want to go too far in here because the last thing I want to do is to be in the midst of Taurogrim when they all pop into view. Alright. Now, here are a couple of emissaries right here. So we'll start by killing a couple of orcs. Then we run to tower. All we have to do is kill 10 Taurogrim. Now, unfortunately, they have these stabs, so it looks like that they must be some sort of defilers. And yeah, going back and forth with them is probably... Yeah, oh, of course! It's calling up reinforcements! It did warn me that it's got reinforcements on that. But that's the problem with going against 2 at a time, I guess. Alright. Well, at least we know who calls up reinforcements. Let's see. Orcs that... Now, I don't know what kind of reinforcements are called up if the Taurogrim call for reinforcements. Do they get another Taurogrim, or do they call in an orc saying, well, if you want to show that you're really sincere, you will go and kill this person for me. That's always a possibility. In the meantime, we need to go after the Taurogrim. I mainly go after the warriors because they're the easier ones here. Actually, I think that the ones that you get are roots. Because some Taurogrim do call up root reinforcement. I keep on forgetting that I probably don't want to interrupt that particular one. I think I talked about that one in an Orangebridge one where with this character at least, it's probably not a good idea to interrupt. Actually, that one that sounded like the reinforcements one, but when they do that little root right there with the poison debuff one, if the poison debuff is significant to your character, then yes, you need to get rid of it. But if not, just let it right in there and you don't have to worry about anything. Alright, that way we don't get... But the root reinforcements, if I remember correctly, those are really, really annoying. Actually, the reavers are fine. The normal ones are fine. It's those elders that we be careful about because they're of course a lot tougher and it means longer to kill and all that stuff since they are signatures. But since it's right in front of me and I can ambush it. But even in the landscape, I always find elders, wood trolls to be really annoying. So let's see how fast I can get rid of this one. It's screaming! Uh, 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 uh. Oh, come on! It's about to start its heal there, too. These are the summoned roots that are really annoying, because I think there's a whole huge number of them. Hmm. Actually, he seems to have a faster reinforcement summoning than most others have, which, when you add to it that he actually made 2 attempts in there, probably the fact that he had time to do it because he lived long enough to try it twice, which isn't necessarily. I was hoping maybe I should have just have killed that pair of orcs in the first place. Ah, well, it looks like I found a way around here. Now let's go. We've got a Taurogrim speaking with. Yeah, it's an elder. Of course, it would be an elder because it would be important enough in order to do that. So you not only have them, but you also have the emissary to worry about. So usually I bypass this one. Of course, if you are great at killing several at a time, that's no problem. But that's not me. That's right. If he's doing that, he's not summoning friends, and he's not doing anything else nasty. We do have this crushing root thing here that is... it just roots me. And if you're a melee character who doesn't mind staying in the place, then absolutely no problem whatsoever. Of course, I do have to remember that we've got those stones that they like to toss at you. Fortunately, that wasn't a very long stun. And he decided to go into deadly poison mode and write his own death ticket effectively. Because I just pound on him while he does that. Wait, they seem to have gotten into that habit on the latter part of it. The beginning one, they were rather late in doing it. In this part, they were saying, oh yeah, let's try that tactic right away. It seems to work so well for my friends, right? And now the reverb. And this will be the last one we need. I think there are a number of extra ones, but yes, there is the elder that was talking to one of the emissaries there. Now, I'm surprised that they don't have you kill the emissaries, that they have you kill the Taurogrim instead, but, oh, well, fine, if that's what you want. That's what we'll do. There you go. Now, the next trick is getting back here. Now, you think that now that I finally have the proper... No, that's wrong. That's completely the wrong direction in there. That now that I can collect things from the treasure box. See, this one took only 6 minutes. All right, fine. It's definitely not nearly as bad as the other one was. I think I just need to get up. There seems to be a little thing that's like a road up ahead. I think once I get there, I can turn, well, so to that hypothesis. Ah, there he is, right up here. Close enough. Yeah, finding the exit on this one is a bit tough. Grab the chest, and since they don't know where you're at, they generally go back to the beginning when that's the case. Let's get out of here, yes. Yeah, this one might even be longer than the previous episode, so obviously no showing off of the cosmetics here either. Maybe I'll have a chance to do that in an episode or two, we'll see. But right now, Well done! The men of the Vales will be glad to know that they need not fear an ambush from the forest while the war rages to the north, and we dwarves need not fear the Taurogrim's foul magic on the battlefield. Alright, there you go. And that's it for this episode. And that concludes the third set of missions that we have of the 10 sets of missions that are available. So next time we'll start on the fourth mission when we return to Missions 101.